Judge Vanda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1033, Shepherd case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Shepherd, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. When last we met, had my 3 children with my wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, ma'am. The 12-year-old is now 13 and has come to live with me. So
Okay.
I'd like to see if there's any possibility of getting my child support reduced since she's with me now.
Okay, the cheerleader, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have a good memory sometimes.
You're
Where
better
is
off
your
than I.
ex-wife?
Where?
Yeah, she's not here.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. I thought she was going to be here.
I mean,
Talked to her on the
thought she
phone
would've
2 or
been-
3 days ago, and I thought she was good to go.
Strap in, folks, because the Shepherd case is back in court for round 2. This time, Dad is asking for a child support adjustment now that one of his 3 kids, a 13-year-old cheerleader, has moved in with him. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, not so fast. In support court, nothing is ever that simple. Here's the twist. Mom didn't show up. She was officially served, spoke with Dad just days before the hearing, and even attended the last one. But today, radio silence. That means the judge has the authority to move forward without her, and skipping court isn't without consequences. This could be Dad's lucky break. Dad lays it all out. His daughter made the move in the middle of the school year, sometime around December or January. No messy battles, no sudden changes, just a gradual transition that Mom didn't fight. That could explain why she's not here today. But Judge Vanda isn't one to jump to conclusions. She remembers how outspoken Mom was last time, so her sudden absence? A little suspicious. Still, with no one to challenge the request, the case presses on. Dad shows up ready, calm, collected, and respectful. And in this courtroom, that could make all the difference.
Well, I thought she was good to go too because it looks like she was given notice to be here,
Yes, ma'am.
and she came the last time.
Yes, Your Honor. She sure did.
Okay. So there isn't a dispute between you two of whether or not the child has been living with you, or how long has the child been living with you?
About, let's see, December, January, 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, we made it the middle of the school year.
Okay. And is that something you guys agreed to do, or is that, did something happen and the child started living with you?
Roughly, we agreed to it over a little bit of time.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that's why she didn't come, because she didn't have any opposition to it, but that's neither here nor there.
I thought she'd have something to say.
The judge takes a moment to reflect on their last encounter. Dad was paying $503 a month for health insurance, and instead of basing child support on his income, court factored in the private school tuition for his kids. That's not something you see every day. It showed the judge was already giving some flexibility in the past. But now, with one child living with Dad full-time, it's only fair to recalculate the numbers. This isn't just a random request. It's backed by real-life changes and real financial responsibility. Then comes the verdict, quick, clear, and logical. With custody shifting, Dad's child support drops from $2,400 to $1,098 per month. That's a massive $2,300 cut, and it reflects the reality that expenses follow the kids. There's no fight, no drama, just a straightforward ruling based on the facts. And because Mom didn't contest it, the process moves smoothly. It's a rare moment of balance in family court, proof that when circumstances change and you show up prepared, the system can adjust fairly. A quiet but significant win in a place where victories don't always come easy.
Well,
But,
yeah, because she had a lot to say the last time we were here.
yes, ma'am. Surprise, surprise.
Okay. Well, this is what we can do. She's not here, so we can move forward with your case.
Okay.
From what I remember, and okay, Your health insurance documents, you pay $503.
503, yes, ma'am.
For the health insurance,
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
And I remember what we did was, instead of making you pay child support based on what your income was, we set it at the amount of the price of tuition for all 3
Tuition,
kids.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you still have the obligation of the other 2 children, obviously,
Yes, Your Honor.
but we're going to give you credit for one of the children living with you. So slightly coming off that $2,400 amount, your child support will go down to $1,098.
I'm sorry.
$1,098.
$1,098?
$1,098, yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay. So, do you have any other questions?
Before wrapping up, the judge checks in one last time. Any questions, Dad? Nope. He's all set. And the energy in the room? A total shift from last time. The judge even reminds him that their previous ruling was already in his favor, bending the usual formula to accommodate his situation. But now, with the right paperwork and a real change in circumstances, that fairness continues, legally, logically, and without a fight. Mr. Shepard didn't stir up drama, didn't badmouth Mom, and didn't try to work the system. He simply showed up, stated the facts, and got the outcome he earned. Clean, fair, and completely justified. Now, Judge Vonda breaks it down for the viewers. The key lesson? If a child moves in with you full-time, you have every right to request a child support modification. No tricks, no loopholes, just a straightforward legal adjustment based on who's actually providing care. And another reminder, if you're served and skip court, decisions will still be made without you. Mom sat this one out, and it cost her. Dad came prepared, and that's why he walked away with a $2,300 monthly win.
I don't think I better.
Okay. Yeah, because last time we deviated and it was a lot lower than what it should have been.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I want to go over what you all witnessed in the Shepard case. So Mr. Shepard was reappearing on the show to request a modification. Well, what were some interesting things you noticed about that case? Well, for one of his children began living with him. So in the event that something like that occurs, you definitely qualify for a modification in your child support amount. Something else that was interesting, you all may have heard from the previous episodes, whenever you're properly served to appear in court and you fail to appear, the court can still proceed with whatever the relief that was being requested.
Judge Vonda drops another key legal lesson. Proper service matters. Mom got notice, she just chose not to show. And in court, that's a big deal. The system doesn't hit pause for no-shows. Dad requested a reduction, backed it up with proof, and walked away with a ruling in his favor. Not as a punishment to Mom, but as a simple matter of due process. If you don't advocate for yourself, the court won't fill in the blanks. That 1 through 98er ruling. Rock solid and legally airtight. Mr. Shepard's case wasn't flashy, but it sent a clear message. When you handle your responsibilities, show up, care for your kids, and follow the legal steps, the system can work in your favor. With one child now living with him, his support was adjusted to match reality. No drama, no games, just a parent stepping up and the court ensuring fairness. The takeaway: if a major shift happens in custody or finances, don't wait. File to modify your support the right way, because ignoring the process, like Mom did, can come at a real cost.